Slack, yeah. I had to free up some storage, but what I was getting at was the stipulations of what the so-called, Edomites has done to us, man. Now, one thing it says was the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. Now, when you gotta, like I said, when I was getting into the word, the definition of, resume or job resume is you going into qualities or qualifications or qualities, and we have documentation, historical documentation of what these devils have done. Okay, so let's grab another scripture. Let's get Leviticus 25, 25th chapter. All right, cool. And let's start at verse 4. And it says, "But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of the rest of the land, a Sabbath for the Lord. Thou shalt neither sow thy field nor prune the vineyard." All right, so that's basically getting into the land Sabbath, where you will leave the land alone. So you ain't gonna plant crops, you're not gonna harvest crops, because it's like everything has a cycle. The Lord has to, the world and the land has to replenish. But once Esau came over here, and that's just another example that I'm using, they destroyed the land, man. It's over, destroying soil. That's when you have a documentation called, the Dust Bowl, where the land was just defiled. It was barren. You couldn't do anything with it. Okay. So that's like just an example of a so-called Edomite, man. We know more, but it's just to keep you, put you back on, keep you hip on who to look out for in the resumes of the people, and even our people. So let's get into, some heathens, because, even though the seed of Ishmael did come from Abraham, we are cousins, but it doesn't give it to him. All right, but you see in the Ishmael, so-called the Arabics, when you see when they over there on their land, man, them boys are wild. Shooting shit up. I'm not sure if I saw some beheadings being done, so on and so forth. Not because of, I don't know what, was the reason jurisdictionally. They were out in the field, but it was just like, yo, that's wild. Smearing blood and stuff. So I'm gonna be kind of vague, but we can tell by the people who they were. All right, so let's go to Genesis 16. Yep, this is Genesis 16 and 12. Actually, let's go to 11. And it reads, "And the angel of the Lord said after her, Behold, thou art with children, and shalt bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy afflictions, and he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren." That's crazy. Because, no, this being silly, like, bro, you go on the airplane, you amongst a lot of people. I forgot what brother, but, we jokingly call them the backpack boys. On Spirit Airlines had the backpacks, and then thinking they don't have 72 versions. That's the so-called Arabic. So then that's just let you know that these scriptures are real, because you can, once you break them down correctly, You know, you be like, yo, that's them. Or come to Edomites, yo, that's them. Like, you know, Esau was a cunning hunter, roughly paraphrasing in the scriptures. And who usually likes to hunt for game? Esau. They be getting elk, they be getting venison, you know, shooting bears, ducks, so on and so forth. The Lord is the man. Once I woke up to this truth, I'm like, yo, Lord ain't nothing to play with. Okay, and that even goes with our people too. So just not to make sure that, you know, the video don't cut off, let me get Sirach 26. I'm gonna get to the point in that verse, because even our people, so it's 26 and 5, and it says, there be three things that my heart feareth, and the fourth I was sore afraid of: the slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All these are worse than death. But the point that I was trying to get to was the gathering together of a unruly multitude. And that's your mofo 2/3, man. You know, ganged up. Y'all can see each other on Dexter Ave, drinking shit, be on old block, doing phone them, doing things of which you should not, man. Being gangsters, pimps, everything that the Lord tells you not to do, you know? And that's why, you know, we fit that. You know, not necessarily we, but our people that don't want to come forth. You basically the niggas, man. So I'm going to end it off on this one. And that's why this goes for our people too. And that's why I appreciate, you know, the teachings of Yahweh Shemi Shai through our elders and apostles, because it's the balance. Yo, shit, like, we ain't all perfect. Not all Jake is going to make it. It's only going to be for the elect. This lesson is for the elect to get. For our teachings, our edifications, our videos that we put up on YouTube is for the elect. Okay? So we get Zechariah 13. And 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but a third shall be left therein. So even 2/3 of our people gotta go. Alright? 2/3. Because they don't want to come to the Lord. They still want to be in this fucking hell, doing wickedness, everything contrary to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? But Lord willing, I hope this video was edifying. Again, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hakadosh. Again, double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstones, to the truth and sincerity, and also who rule well. I'm going to close out, say shalom. On to the next lesson.